Whew. Hello, welcome back to Skyrocket Automotive. I hope you're well. I really do. I just thought I'd check in because I put a video up on Shirley 2 weeks ago and then basically disappeared off the face of the earth. So I thought I'd touch base and let you know what's happening. There's a lot happening. None of it bad that I know of. I live in a permanent state of anxiety and therefore I constantly feel like something bad's going to happen, but that's just the way it swings. I don't think anything bad's happening, but there's a lot of taxing stuff going on that's kind of holding me up. And what I mean by that is it's multiple angles. None of this is a moan, obviously. I'm just keeping you guys informed. I usually upload at least fairly regularly, just shit timing. So I'm rammed with work. We're well underway with TED now. TED is a storm that came to me for recommissioning and then we found a load of other problems that he needs sorting out. I'm underway with that, but that's behind the scenes because I just need to get caught up. We're doing a complete panel swap. I ain't gonna waste your time with all that because I'm just bolting panels on. But we still need to get TED back on the road. We still need to get TED roadworthy, two very different things. And then we need to take TED home. So there's a lot left to do on TED. So he's underway. Shirley is underway. I'll give you a mini spoiler. When I say take it to Thatch, I mean take it to Thatch. He's done a stunning job on that cylinder head. Can't wait to be underway with that. Now, I don't know how much of this is gonna make it in to the channel. Look at that evil little bastard. That's quality, isn't it? It's like if Mad Max was set in Dagenham. Look at the side exits on this bastard. Home brewed by the guy who owns it. First car, lots of sentimental value. It's got a 2.9 from a Granada Scorpio in it with a fueling problem. So we'll be looking at that. Pandora is obviously, she's underway as Pandora does. That's just one of those projects that we just chip away at it till it's finished. It's a war of attrition between me and this old girl at this point. Basically, it's whichever one of us is gonna quit first. Either she's gonna quit and we're getting her back on the road, or I don't know, I'm gonna be retiring. No, we're underway with Pandora. I had a situation with my welder, my old Sabora, packed up, bad this time. So I had to buy a little cheap gasless from eBay, and I've been absolutely gobsmacked with it. It's been genuinely amazing. Bodywork with 0.8 gasless. If you weld, you know. It's hot, it's tricky. This thing is so finely tuned, you can do the tiniest little welds. Penetration's still excellent, like the panels are welded, but without the heat. Incredible. Very impressed. The Brookie is just needing brakes now, I think. We've done the steering rack. He's ready to rock. Over here, this turned into a fleet update. Why did this turn into a fleet update? We've got Maverick's intake manifold is steaming away in there. More on that. That's the video I'm currently working on. What else? Albert, we'll get around to it, all right? I've got a pair of HD4s blown to pieces on the reception desk currently. But the reception desk is a shit tip with loads of bits of paper with customers' information written all over it, so I can't show you that on the internet right now. Came off of a Hillman, and I ordered the kit and paid for right quick fast in a hurry delivery, and they haven't even dispatched it yet, which is awesome because I go on holiday in 2 days because someone couldn't be bothered to put some parts in a box and send them to me. Thanks. There is another storm here that you probably spotted in Jack and Ethan's video. Again, I've started filming that. That's just been tricky. The fuel tank in that is like something from a Lovecraft novel. There may be something a little bit more modern coming to the channel, but I haven't made my mind up yet. Oh, that's all I'll say on that for now. Plans may have changed with Carla, so that could be good. And then we get to get Susie up in the air, my daily GT2 that the clutch exploded on. That had a whole suspension type beat happen. Pothole incident related, adjacent. Fighter pilot just came in, took the left-hand front corner out. Yeah, I'm gonna be giving that poor sod a birthday. So, on the subject of birthdays, car birthdays, the MG ZS. Now, hopefully you know about the MG ZS. If you're new here, you might not. I bought an MG ZS off my neighbor with a 1.8K series in it in 2017. Owned it nearly 10 years. I have done nothing to that car the entire time we've owned it. I paid £200 for it. It was just a £200 shitter. He was going to scrap it just because he wanted his garage back. And it has proceeded to do everything that everyone says those MGZ cars don't do. It has needed almost no parts. It has been neglected to within an inch of its life. The other day it developed a misfire and I was starting, even me who likes a K-Series engine was starting to think, that's certainly behaving like a head gasket failure. Intake manifold gasket. £4.80. Changed it in half an hour, I think. But that was my warning shot now. That car needs a birthday. So we're going to definitely be giving the MG a birthday. Can you keep the camera still, Kyle? Thanks. Those are all plans for upcoming videos that will be happening soon. So hopefully that's acted like a bit of an FAQ as to where I've actually been, because I did have a fairly regular upload schedule. So my beloved Galaxy S8 Plus that I filmed all my videos on since the first Carla video, with its crazy color depth, but really sort of crunchy quality, I've finally had to replace it with this. And it's fine. It's nice and clear. I'm not that keen on the color grading side of things, but that we can work around that eventually. But what it has meant is this is my first foray into 4K video. And I know there are some people in a post I did recently who said that 4K is not really worth the hassle, but trust me, honestly, the difference in quality between this and the S8 Plus, this is an excellent main shot camera. And then I'm keeping the S8 Plus around for B-roll and stuff because it just looks nice. Anyway, wrap it in. Long story short, 4K footage. My computer can manage 4K footage. What it can't manage is the fact that the software I use, harsh move. I'd rather they had less effects involved, to be honest. If you put the footage from this phone into the software I use, it can't play it. So you have to convert the file. I worked at a recording studio for nearly 20 years. I know how that goes. So fine, I'll convert the file. That takes ages. Especially when you think I end up pulling probably 3.5, 4 hours minimum, even if I've only done a bit on a vehicle filming that day and the rest of my day's been work. It's a long time, put it that way. It takes a whole day to convert it. Then when you put it into a codec that the software can use, the software, because I haven't got the paid version, I will get the paid version eventually, but it's 300 quid. I can't just pull 300 quid out of my ass. If I could, I'd do that every 10 minutes and I'd probably be able to do YouTube full time. But it's 300 quid. It's not a small amount of money. I suppose it could be if you pretended on Instagram that you were loaded like everybody seems to nowadays, but I don't do that. I'm just a normal working Joe with a little unit and making ends meet like everybody else is. So 300 quid's a lot of money to have to think about, especially on something that is currently a hobby that chucks the odd bit of money into the hat. The free version of this software, basically, with the codec that it can read, switches it off the GPU. So the GPU that normally means that my computer can breeze 4K footage at 60 FPS, with the GPU switched off, it goes, boss man, what are you expecting of me right now? So what I'm now having to do is I pull the footage off my phone into the computer, convert the phone footage into a file format that my software can read. When I get it into the software, I then have to generate proxies, which are much lower quality, which is fine for editing. I just need it to flow. I don't really care how it looks because I can worry about that once I've then put it back up to 4K to render it. And I watch all my videos back anyway. Rendering the proxies takes the same amount of time as converting the files. It's brutal. Absolutely brutal. So currently it's taking 2 days just to get to a position where I can edit. Not fun. Not fun. I have a video underway. I'm doing my best at working at it. But as you can imagine, it's a lot of work. But the quality improvement I feel will be worth it, especially like everything, when you first getting into doing something a different way, you dial in all the unnecessary stuff and then you get quicker at it. So hopefully that's going to be the case. As for the videos, this is something that's been coming for a while, I think. Me waiting for Burger King for a second hour. Yeah, this is something that's been coming for a while. My intros are a little bit flat. So, hello, welcome back to Skyrocket Automotive. This is an car. This car is a 19 car with problem. We're going to fix problem. Strange editing gaff. Join us. Dip to black, title, intro, right. By the time that's happened, I am finding probably 50 to 60% of people are tuning out. And it was bothering me because it never used to be like that. And I've cracked why. Well, I haven't cracked it at all. I just looked into it. A load of other people answered the question for me. They've changed the way autoplay works now, and it plays everything muted. So it's automatically, it's constant. It's this endless treadmill, isn't it, of trying to get your attention. And my videos are what you've just seen. If you imagine this, but with the sound off, I'm just leaning on a car talking, and it's not very visually exciting. So I need to massively up my game as far as the pacing, the amount of information, a good hook, and being brutal with the editing in the intro. It needs to be like every couple of seconds needs to be a new bit of info. And I'm not keen, but at the same time, there's a difference between making Cocomelon and just making your intro a little bit snappier to try and get people interested. You watch any telly, they're gonna wanna try and get you hooked so that you stick around after the commercial break and all that. So I'm having to do that. But that's taking some getting used to. That's really taken some getting used to. So between the video quality issue and having to rejig how I'm doing things, because obviously you have to film a different way. I need to be off the holster with what information I'm going to be giving and how I'm going to say it. I need to film all of the B-roll before any stuff's happened with the car. So if a car's filthy, I need to get footage of it filthy, because obviously I'm going to clean it in 10 minutes. Can't then go, oh shit, whoopsie daisy. Now no one gets to see the state of the car now. There's no peril there, do you know what I mean? None of this is to say that I'm gonna start hamming it up. You're not gonna see any thumbnails of me giving it or anything like that. Like, I don't, but at the same time, when you look at data and see that you're doing something wrong and you refuse to make a change, that's arrogance. There's a difference between having principles and being arrogant. And I can clearly see it is the first minute and a half to 2 minutes of my videos is where the real steep drop is. Anyone who sticks around after that, the line is more or less flat. So I just need to raise that line a little bit, just for the health of the channel. And it's not a nice feeling. As much as I don't desperately seek people's approval, it's not a nice feeling to pour 2 weeks into a video and get these parts and be really proud of an edit you've done and put it out and discover that YouTube's not pushing it because your intro, you the intro royally, and now people are tuning straight back out again. The algorithm doesn't like that because they can't show you adverts. Watch time is everything. So if people show up and go, it's like the Grandpa Simpson thing where he walks into the brothel and takes his hat off and then puts it back on and walks straight back out again. It's like that. Essentially, if the algorithm sees people doing that every couple of minutes for the first hour or so the video's up, it doesn't even recommend it to subscribers. And I don't blame it. It's got a job to do and it's doing it. But my job is to find my way around that, and that's how. So, where have I been? Working away at it in the background, and I'll be back. But there's going to be almost a soft, I hate the phrase soft reboot, but it kind of is a soft reboot because there's going to be a gap, and then I'm going to come back and some things are going to be a little bit different. And that's all right. That's progress. It's not, we're not sucking the heart and soul out of the channel. It's still just me. I'm still not got a pot to piss in that I can find anyway. So it's still super low budget. I'm not changing anything else about it. Just some snappier editing and a faster intro. Maybe tighten the editing up overall. Again, I'm not going to be bam, 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 bam with the edits, but there are points where I watch videos back now. Because I have to check in. You've got to monitor your progress, haven't you? I check in every now and again and watch a video I made 6 months ago. And there'll be a section in the middle. I'm like, why the f did I let that hang so long? It's just me undoing a bolt. No one cares. Nobody cares. It's different, like the situation with Shirley where I was battling a bolt. That's part of the fun of the video, is just how much of a hard time I had getting that bolt out. But nobody cares if it's taking me a couple of minutes to undo a caliper carrier bolt. Why did I leave that in there? That was a shit edit. That's a poor bit of editing. I need to get better at that. So yeah, I'm just wanting to make the channel a bit better. And to be honest with you, I was thinking about it before the new intake of subscribers then. I was thinking about it before then. There were a few things about the channel I wasn't particularly happy with. And one of the things I was getting particularly disgruntled with was the lack of viewers versus the number of subscribers. And that was happening because of shit retention. Now, I could sit here and have a hissy fit that, oh, the algorithm doesn't work right, or I could sit here and have a hissy fit that, oh, my subscribers aren't watching, but ultimately it's none of that. This is my fault. If my intros were tighter, if my thumbnails were better, if the window dressing on the shop was nicer, more people would come in. If more people come in, then they'd realise the food, I think, is pretty good for the price. It's my fault. It's nothing anybody else has done. It's up to me what I upload, it's up to me how I edit it, and it's up to me to decide to make the change if I think it's going to improve things. So, long story short, I decided to do that just at the point that Jack and Ethan's video went out, and I got a sudden influx of subscribers, and I got a new phone just before I went to Germany because obviously my other phone didn't work anymore as a phone, and I was going away for 4 days into another country. I needed to be able to contact home. So yeah, there's a lot of things meshing currently before things will level out. But they will level out, and when they level out, I feel like it's going to be worth it. I'm sorry for talking your ear off. No one gives a shit about half of what I've just said, but the people who do care probably want to know. And also, I want to let you know everything's all right this end. Well, it's busy, stressful, constantly fighting tooth and nail to make ends meet bills-wise. You know how it goes. It's a small business at the end of the day. But generally, things are all right. I'm moving forward with things a lot better than I have been. So, yeah, I'm excited. I hope you guys are excited too. If you've sat and watched this video, then I'm grateful. And you'll be pleased to know this is probably the last video that is this slow, other than some Saturday Club stuff. Because we got to take a breather once in a while and have a coffee and catch up. I should have formatted this as a Saturday Club. Fuck that right up, didn't I? Well, too late now, because as you can tell from my throat, I'm getting hoarse because it's hot in here and my throat's dry. And I've just talked for 27 minutes. Excellent. I'm looking forward to editing that. Lovely. Right. Be trying to make a bit less of a habit of it being quite so talky on the channel. Just things keep happening that okay. Nice to see you. Taru. It's all a ruse. I come back out and press stop on the camera afterwards.